Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I do these videos just to educate women more on your health, whole food nutrition, and hormones, how to match it with your body physiology to get and keep a much better result. I am the author of the books, The Female Fat Solution and The Female Menopause Solution, that are on Amazon right now, host of the podcast, The Female Health Solution, and I have a YouTube channel, which is Dr. Beth Westy. You can subscribe to that so that you stay updated on everything. And we have the 12-week challenge. This is the beginning of this. Oh, I'm going to put this in the comments right now. You can click this link and schedule a free call with my team to learn more about this, how this could help you, and if some of the things that I'm going to talk about are resonating with you in terms of stuff you've been told or things that you've struggled with, I want you to schedule a call and learn more about how to really eat for your body, your hormones, and how a cupcake isn't going to ruin everything, right? And like not ruin the day, ruin the diet, that type of a thing. We get in this really big mode and we're often told that the only way you're going to get results is by following things exactly. The only way you're going to be able to lose weight is if you follow this plan to a T. If you go off of this plan, it's not going to work. You're going to have failed and it'll be your fault, and it'll be because you ate like a cupcake or you had a glass of wine or something, right? And the truth is that it's not about every single calorie. If you just do nutrition plans that restrict, even desserts, even sweet treats, your system is just getting depleted over time. And then when you do have that quick sugar intake, of course your body's going to hold on to it because it's not used to it. And it's like, oh, hello, what's this? Thank you, friend. Yes, I'm gonna just snuggle this forever. So, meaning like the calories from the cupcake, you hold on to it in your fat cells, right? But that's not what it's about. If you like to have, the occasional, dessert or, just something fun here or there, you should have that. I am not a person that likes to have like a lot of dessert at one time. I like to have every day like a little bit of chocolate, just something daily. That's what keeps me going. I don't have it every single day, but most days I like a little sweet treat or, again, like something like that, right? That's my preference. No, it's not about completely restricting everything so that you never have something delicious, right? Not at all. If that's how we functioned, of course, we're going to be depleted. And of course, then we're going to binge. We're going to binge then at some point and go off the rails. And then that's when things are kind of ruined, right? This comes from, I've had a lot of conversations with gals recently that are just jumping on board on the 12-week challenge. So I am filling up this program really fast, you guys. So again, click the link in the comments below, get this call scheduled. If you have questions, if you want to learn more, or if this is something that you struggle with and you just want to help, navigate this. I remember there's this one story that sticks out in my mind really strong about someone. This was several years ago. A woman I worked with, she had, I can't remember if it was a friend or daughter now that was getting married. And so she was in the wedding and her goal was to lose weight for this wedding. And she worked her butt off for 8 weeks. And for 8 weeks, ate perfect, right? And this perfect diet, of course, was a restrictive diet. And she worked out a ton and she did it. She got to that wedding day and she had hit her goal. And she was so excited and so proud of herself that she, at the wedding, had a glass of champagne and a small piece of wedding cake. And then the next time she went back and to work out with her trainer, she was like, oh yes, this is so great. Yes, I hit my goal and I'm so proud and this is so wonderful and thank you for your help. And he was like, well, did you eat any of the cake? And she's like, well, yeah. And he went off on her, started yelling at her, made her cry, and said that it would take 3 weeks to undo what she did in that one night. That's how much she ruined the diet and everything. And I was like, what? Like, okay, that's not even how this all works, by the way. Like, your physiology works. That's not how this works. 1. 2, oh my God. And 3, if you can't have a piece of cake and a glass of champagne at your loved one's wedding, seriously, then what is this all for? Right? What is this all for? Come on. So it's not about that one little cupcake, and it's not about these things. And here's where women get really derailed. So I'm going to draw this as an example. right? I'm going to draw this as an example of something that may or may not be kind of accurate for you. Now keep in mind that I'm a mom myself. I have 3 kids, and they're a little bit older, right? They're not like real little anymore. And they get in the kitchen and they like to cook. My middle especially loves to bake. And when she makes cookies or muffins or whatever, and she brings one to me, no matter how weird it is, right? I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat what she brings me, right? To have to like shove it aside, that doesn't fit into mommy's diet. Okay, 1, what does that say to her? How is that making her feel, right? And 2, like, that's also like sort of the fun and we'll say exciting part about being a mom. It's like the mystery food that they make you. You never know. Is it gonna be good or not? Oh, it's exciting. But it's just part of it. That's part of the life I have, and that's part of what I do. I'm not gonna change that, right? So it's one of those things. I want to set a good example for my daughters. I want to be a good example that I'm not afraid to eat whatever they make me, and I'm not going to turn it down and shove it aside. I'm going to make sure that I can just shift what I'm doing and have it fit in my day. So the 12-week challenge, one of the things that I teach women how to do, besides working with your body, besides eating for your hormones, besides resetting your hormones, if that's what your body needs, besides customizing all these things to what your system needs the most to get started, it's all about how to incorporate these things into the lifestyle that you want and how it is easy to do no matter what if you have kids, if you travel, if whatever it is. This is how you can do this easily. And this is how I navigate through things, right? I built this program for women because this is the type of thing that helps women. We have busy lifestyles. We cook with other people, for other people. It's not just us. And so we need this flexibility in our lifestyle to really be successful and to keep that success long term. I'm not going to make like 3 dinners, every night and have my little sad dinner over here while everybody else is enjoying something that I think is delicious. You want to incorporate your food together so you're all eating healthy and showing your kids what a healthy example is. So my example of having the cupcake. So, if maybe it's your kids. Maybe somebody makes you, they're making cupcakes and they bring you a cupcake to try and you're going to eat it, right? Maybe it's at work. Maybe your work friend has a birthday. Maybe it's one of your other friends or a family member's birthday or something. And you go and, it's a cupcake or a small piece of cake or something, right? It's not the whole cake, but it's a cupcake and it wasn't expected and it wasn't on your meal plan. Does this ruin your day? Does this ruin your protocol here, right? So let's say for breakfast, this is something I do. So breakfast, you start your meal with a shake. And you're getting lots of protein and you're getting a bunch of other nutrients and stuff in, right? So I'll just put a plus here for other protein and nutrients and all the other good stuff that's in that shake. And then you have a snack here, right? This is following the protein pacing that I teach in the 12-week challenge. Snack here. Oh, for your snack, you're going to have some Greek yogurt with berries. You're getting in your protein. You're having at least 20 grams of protein. Sorry, this is a little sloppy. Greek yogurt with berries. You're getting your micronutrients there. You're getting your protein here. Fantastic. Lunch, you are going to have salmon. Ooh, there's a work function. And it's this delicious salmon with grilled veggies. And the veggies also include a carb. So there's grilled like eggplant and zucchini and sweet potato and other fun stuff there, right? That's what the grilled veggies are, okay? So again, I'm sort of making up a sample meal for the day that you're like, okay, I'm on track. I'm killing it. I'm nailing it. And then you have, for your snack later, you have a bar planned, and then you actually have a protein bar. Sorry, protein bar. You're not going to the bar for your snack. Ayo, that's just for Fridays. Just kidding. And dinner, you have a super healthy dinner planned where, let's just say it's chicken tacos. Because you can make chicken tacos really healthy, really good. Tons of protein there, right? And you're like, sweet, this is amazing. Oh, awesome. Okay, but after lunch at work, it's Karen's birthday and there's cupcakes for everyone, and Karen personally hands you the cupcake, and so the pressure's on, right? You know, she's like watching you if you're gonna reject her cupcake or not. These are the things that happen to us that keep us off track. You're either going to feel weird, you know, and I have done this where I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I can't eat that, or, you know, it's one thing to say, oh, I'm allergic to that, versus that's not in my macro plan for the day, right? Or being like, oh, that's too many calories for me, right? Or you're like, dang it, this is a really good cupcake. This is like, oh, jelly-filled deliciousness that I actually want to eat this. Come on. Yes. I want to experience this amazing cupcake from a cupcake shop. Yes. So enters here the cupcake. And you decide that, honestly, all the back and forth in your brain, this is causing way more stress than good. So you're actually just going to eat the cupcake. You're going to eat this cupcake right here. Now, at this point, a lot of people will say afterwards, have a lot of guilt and shame and feelings and think, I ruined everything. I just ate that cupcake and now the rest of the day is shot. I might as well forget my snack. You know, who cares? I'm going to have 3 more cupcakes and I'm going to end the day with an entire pizza. Not just slices, the entire thing by myself. Yeah. And then you tailspin the rest of the day. We've all done this. We all understand this. This is a thing that we have to work through. And this happens when we are under so much pressure to be perfect with our nutrition all the time. And it is just not reasonable to expect that of ourselves. That's why in the 12-week challenge, I have built in this wiggle room. I've built in this flexibility for you to navigate through the day successfully, so that this is not going to throw things off. It's not going to set you back, and you can just keep moving easily through your day, navigating it beautifully to set yourself up for success. So you can still end the day successful, and I'll show you how. So again, the biggest thing about this cupcake is that it is a surprise, meaning you didn't know when you started the day that you were going to have this cupcake. You didn't plan that in. You didn't shift or alter any of your nutrients there. It just popped up and you're like, I'm going to do it. Dive it in. Here we go. Yes. The other thing too, I want to reference this because sometimes people will overeat and just completely derail the day that way. The other way to derail your day is after you have that cupcake, letting that guilt and shame and those feelings overtake everything, and then you don't eat anything the rest of the day. That's just as bad. That is just as bad. You need to constantly feed and fuel your system, because then this little cupcake that you have is just a little blip on the system, right? You can either make this cupcake, I love graphs in case you haven't learned that about me, right? You can either make this, oh look, I'm doing really good with my nutrition and everything, and then like, oh blip, there's the cupcake, and then you keep going, right? Or if you derail, you make the cupcake a really big deal, and then you derail from there. It's maybe a little dramatic, but essentially that's kind of what's happening. If you overeat the rest of the day, or if you don't eat the rest of the day, you're telling your body something completely different. But it still has the same negative impact. It has the same negative effect on your system. Even if you're not eating, thinking, oh, I ate those extra calories, I better make that up by not having any calories. Well, what does your body have for blood sugar then? What does it have for fuel? What's your system doing? Not anything good. Not anything good. You're going to end up fatigued, worn out, and again, slipping back into that depletion mode. That's not going to leave you in a better place. So here's what I teach in the 12-week challenge. You start your day off good. You're following all these things. This is fantastic. You get to the cupcake. You enjoy the cupcake. It's wonderful. Super duper. You still have your protein bar. Maybe you bump it up a little bit sooner so you have that protein connected with some of that sugar. And then for the chicken tacos for dinner, instead of having taco shells or having any corn tortillas, corn chips, something like that, right? You're going to have your taco, but it's going to be a salad. And you're going to drop the carb by about 15 grams. That's it. just by about 15 grams. Not no carb, not cut out carbs for the next 3 weeks because you had a cupcake, but just shift and change your foods a little bit easily so that your body can recognize it. The thing is that your system, it processes simple carbs and complex carbs differently. So these sugars here are processed differently than the other carbs. Overall, yes, it still is a carb, but you want your body to recognize and deal with both and be able to handle both. And by restricting one or the other, it's really hard in your system. Fruit, for example. I chatted with somebody the other day who hadn't had fruit in 3 years. She's terrified. She's terrified to eat fruit. And I was like, oh, there's so many good vitamins and nutrients and good things for your body in fruit. Do you like fruit? Yes, I love fruit. Well, then let's get you eating fruit again. Now, you can't just jump in and eat like a whole fruit salad. You have to ease your body into it and work with it. And that's why I do jumpstart calls with everybody in the 12-week challenge, to help your system get back on track to where you want it to be. So, we just shifted the macros, shifted the carbs here for the last meal. And now that cupcake is integrated seamlessly into the day, and it's just that tiny little blip. Now the next day, do you want to go ahead and make sure that you're having cupcakes every day? No, not necessarily. But again, if you're having a small piece, right? Like I usually get, I like those mega chunks. They're Enjoy Life brand. So they're dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free, like allergen-free, all the things. They're super chocolatey though. I get a small handful of those Enjoy Life mega chunks, they're called mega chunks. They're just chunks of chocolate. And I just eat them slowly, and that's it. Like every day though, honestly. And there are some days where I will take a small tablespoon of peanut butter, and sometimes it's a large tablespoon of peanut butter, and I put those mega chunks right in the peanut butter and eat that. It's delicious. It's amazing. It makes my life much happier. But again, something small like that is not going to be the end-all be-all of ruining all the things. It's really more about getting your system overall to process through things. And then how you react to having something like a cupcake. And again, I wanted to bring this up. I wanted to talk about it because this is a very different idea and way to look at these things than what a lot of women have been taught. It's a very different way. We're not going to ignore it or pretend it didn't happen. We're just going to shift and adjust and keep going from there. We're not going to completely derail and binge the rest of the day and eat the entire box of cupcakes. And we're also not going to not eat the rest of the day, right? Like both of those things, opposite ends of the spectrum, still very negative. Keep going, keep moving through it. And again, in the 12-week challenge, I teach you how to do this. I teach you how to navigate not only the nutrition and what your body needs, but also your life. Where you go, what you do, what happens. Do you have kids? Do you not have kids? Do you travel a lot? Do you want to travel a lot? What does that look like for your body? And how are all these pieces put together so that you can still manage and navigate your metabolism with your thyroid issue and all this other stuff that you have going on? Your body is different. What your system needs is different. And what your preferences are is different too. That's why women are so successful going through this, because they really get all of these pieces integrated together into one thing. So the link is in the comments, scheduling your call, asking any questions that you need asked. Learn more about how if this is a place where you've gotten derailed, oh my goodness, do not have to feel bad anymore. You do not have to feel guilty, and you do not have to go down that shame spiral of holy crap, I ruined everything, because you didn't. You really didn't. All right, that's what I got for you guys tonight. Please let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully if you learned something or if you found this interesting, please share it with somebody that you know that could use this message as well, because there's so many women struggling, so many women frustrated or feeling bad about the fact that they had a cupcake that day and they don't really need to. So enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you later.